Don't touch your iframes on 4 and don't use 5 because it has an iframe later on. Yes! Now it's time for Professor X. Professor X should be easy. Yeah, one shot. He is so good. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and we're doing more big baby Nimrod action in PvP because I cannot get enough of him. He's so strong and he's so much fun to play, and he's basically got something for everyone. If you like PvP in this game at all, he is going to really satisfy you in a lot of ways. Giggity. Now, we're having a bit of trouble here. We're getting guard locked by Jean Grey, and this is why everyone hates her uniform, so wake up, noobs. This is the problem with the uniform. If you don't see anything wrong here, it's probably because you suck at the game. But once we get to actually casting some skills, I will hopefully be able to show you guys why I love Nimrod so much. Okay, let's just interrupt some of her animations here. Get our heal off, pop the 5. Okay, we did not get the 5 off because of the guard break again. Okay, the trick with Nimrod that I have to remember sometimes is you don't touch the joystick. You don't touch the joystick, and you also have to be wary of the fact that his 5 and his 4 are so easily canceled. I think that's one of the big problems for Nimrod, is that 5 and 4 are so easy to cancel that sometimes it feels like he's not really doing anything. So you basically have to pick your spots, watch if you're playing on manual anyways, watch what the AI does, and then look for an opening when you know they're going to be doing a skill that has no iframe, and then use that as your opportunity to attack back. Now, obviously, that isn't always possible because of the way that certain characters work, and this one in particular, but let's see here. You can see how tanky he is, and how she can't even rip through, she can barely rip through his shield on his tier 3, on his regen with her tier 3. And there we go. So 2 minutes of non-stop battering, and she wasn't able to kill him. Now this is a different problem. I wanted to showcase this team because unlike Jean Grey, Nimrod actually has a lot of problems against Captain Marvel. And so I actually might die here. Oh no, we don't want to do any prolonged iframes. We can try 5. Oh, we got 5 canceled. So he can kind of tank it, but it's really close. And you basically can only do your first skill and your third skill. Otherwise, you risk activate. Oh, she's gonna tier 3. I never saw her tier 3. He's so tanky though. Tell me he's not so tanky. Man, this is wild. Okay, I never lasted this long against Captain Marvel. Giggity. We're getting there. We're getting close. You don't hit your oh no. Don't touch your iframes on 4 and don't use 5 because it has an iframe later on. Yes! Now it's time for Professor X. Professor X should be easy. Yeah, one shot. He is so good. He is so good. How can you not love the big, thick baby? So let me go into the stats and show you guys. We have made the biggest, thickest baby possible. You could go a little bit higher, of course, if I had more HP on my cards. So you big, juicy whales out there, I see you with your 45% HP on cards, double what I have. You could get even more HP out of Nimrod, but we've got, or Sentinel, we've got Victorious here for the 30% HP. So this is an important part of the thickest baby strategy. So you have Latverian Champion, and then you do that, and then you just throw all of your heal Odin's Blessings. We've got 4 there. I've got a bunch of 5 and 6 star HP Uru. I could definitely increase those to 6 star to get a little bit more HP, but I'm waiting on some Odin's Blessings. The only thing, this build is not yet complete, even though I'm almost in the top 100. The only thing this build is missing right now is his ignore defense is a little bit too low. I want it to be 50%. I imagine that is why he's having a little bit of a hard time finishing off some characters. I would have killed Jean faster. I would have killed Captain Marvel faster. The ignore defense is very important, but I really don't have any space. I can't sacrifice an HP Uru for an ignore defense Uru. Upgrading this ignore defense Uru to 6 stars is not going to cover that last 2.5%, so I need to just play World Boss and wait for an Uru from, or an Odin's Blessing like this from Thanos. just going to keep playing. I'm not going to gamble, and hopefully I will get it and be able to finish his build. But otherwise, he is perfect. Now, we changed around the build a little bit. I guess I could get more HP here, but then the problem is, does he have enough firepower to kill? So that's sort of what I'm going through back and forth in my head. But this is the new build. I was originally using dodge here, but I swapped it to all defense because I imagine there's going to be a lot more characters running CTPs of greed. So the dodge is going to be neutralized, and especially Jean Grey runs lots of greed. So dodge, I realized, was not actually doing very much for me, and he only had about 43% dodge. So I swapped the dodge here to all defense. I kept the attack speed here, and then on his 4th gear, I also swapped the dodge over to recovery rate. Now, if you have trouble killing, I needed to survive there, but if you have trouble killing, you could swap this to crit damage, because both his crit rate and his crit damage are quite low. And keep in mind one other thing. People have been asking me about using a CTP of regen on Nimrod because he doesn't have a heal anymore on his 3rd skill, Sentinel Shield. He does have a heal on his 3rd skill, Sentinel Shield. It just doesn't show up in the stats here. It's the same as his old 3rd skill, but it also adds the accumulation and the 5 seconds of immunity. But if we go over into the preview, but you also saw it against the fights, in the fight against Captain Marvel and Jean Grey. We didn't actually pop it that many times against Jean Grey, but you'll see the heal pop up there for 1 second. It's hard to catch. Let me try to catch it here with my left finger right there. So it pops up, and it's a 15% heal for 1 second. So having more recovery rate, having that extra synergy with the regen really helps. But now I want to show you guys something else. So that was impressive, sure. But that was me playing on auto, and that's not really what you guys are interested in. So now we're going to take against this team. I actually might die against this character, against this team, because of the Mystique. But let's see if he has the tankiness to survive. He's got a 45. He's going to be receiving 45% more damage. But let's see. You know what? We're going to put it on auto and just test it out. We made the biggest, thickest baby, so we want to test him out in the most challenging situations. If this will ever load. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. So what I'm trying to say is, on top of being really good in general on manual play, he's also really good. You know what? He's going to take too much damage. He's also really good on auto. I think I'm dead, though. He's taking way too much damage. Okay, Mystique. Okay, so you got to dodge Mystique teams. Fair enough. Okay, he's not perfect. He's not. He's not a god killer. I mean, he is a god killer, but he's not 100%. He's not god killer 100% of the time. But fair enough. I guess the Mystique. I guess 45% increased damage was a bit too much to hope to tank. I don't think there's anyone in the game that could tank that much damage. Maybe Thanos, but I suspect probably not Thanos. But that's okay. I wanted to showcase that he, is not without. Let's try this team. He's not without weaknesses. But let's try this one here. So many strong mutants being used in PvP. Of course, you've got Jean Grey everywhere. You've also got Colossus on pretty much every team. So a lot of the times, Nimrod is a, very strong counter to 66% of any given PvP team in Vibranium. And then you've got, of course, Apocalypse. You're seeing a lot of him. And you've got Mystique. We just covered why Mystique might not be a good option for you there. But then, some people run Namor, some people run Wolverine, a lot of people run Deadpool. All of those mutants are going to fall victim to Nimrod most of the time. I would say all of the time on manual. I haven't lost yet on manual unless I set myself up with something like that Mystique team. But look at this. He tanks like crazy. I will say this right now, if Nimrod had damage reflect, even a small reflect like Silver Surfer, he would be the best PvP character in the game. Because right here, I would have killed this Jean Grey by reflect after I got her down to like 10% of her HP. Now, that last 10% is really where I think the ignore defense is lacking. So it's important to recognize when your build is missing something and then trying to fix it. We're getting a little bit unlucky here with this autoplay, but he's hanging in there. And so what also ends up happening for a lot of my fights is it times out. I've been auto-playing PvP a lot lately because Jean Grey is just so annoying and I hate her. And so rather than having to put up with her and play against her and play with her, I've just been throwing it on auto and walking away so I don't have to even look at it, because it's dumb to watch for 5 minutes characters being guard broken over and over and over again. We lost here, but that's okay. So yeah, I haven't even been watching, but you saw my record. I'm 60-1 before today. I've lost twice already on this video, but I was 60-1, so or 59-1. So, oh yeah, it must have been 59-1 because I played one before. Yeah, so we're getting a little bit unlucky with these auto teams, but on my own, I have been very, very, yeah, okay, very, very lucky here. Let's try this team. There's an additional heal that Weapon Hex offers Jean Grey here, I believe, so she's gonna be a little bit tankier. But yeah, the biggest baby, man. If you're gonna take PvP seriously, you should be playing on manual anyways. I don't think there's anyone out there who's like, yeah, I invest thousands of dollars into this game to autoplay. You know, no one really wants to do that. They do it because they have to in Conquest and in Lions Tournament. But I think deep down, every hardcore PvP player knows that, you know, the real fights happen when you can actually control your characters. Leaving it up to a robot is dumb. Well, in this case, I'm leaving it up to a robot regardless because Nimrod is our leader. Wow, I took a ton of damage there. I think I'm dead. Oh, no, he ekes out the kill against Jean. Beautiful. Now the CTP of Regen is going to pop in. He really rarely does his third skill on autoplay, which is kind of a bummer. He would be even stronger if he rotated through 3. I think I would have to lower his cooldown a lot. I'd have to change my cards, essentially. My cards have too much cooldown right now, but he's so good. On auto, he dominates. I get a lot of wins. I get a lot of timeout wins. The timeout wins also happen because I have more HP than the enemy, so even if we end in a deadlock, I end up winning. Oh, I want to smack this team. Okay, let me go back to playing on manual so I could show you more of the just utter dominance and utter tankiness of Nimrod. He is so good. I think he's definitely worth investing in. I think he's now better than Spider-Man 2099 because originally I was kind of bouncing back and forth between those two characters in sort of the second tier of paywall characters, but I think now with this uniform and with the, I mean, we're not even talking about the 100% all defense down, so we're basically ignoring a huge piece of his value. Look at that. I didn't even have to use 5. I'm gonna pop 5 here. Popping 5 when Jean does 3 is a really good way to get the damage off and guarantee that the attack sticks. Also, when you get the guard break landing on 4, if you then can use that one. But yeah, he gets his skills canceled a lot, so it is a little bit annoying. But if they don't get canceled, big time damage, and basically most of the time insta kill happens as well. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, here's the guard. Here comes the guard break. Yeah. Okay. First skill. Yeah. Do the third skill so I can do 5. There we go. So yeah, I find that that's a really good setup. I'm not getting lucky with the Pierce. Otherwise, we would have killed her already. Nice. Very nice. And now, goodbye, Colossus. The biggest baby. The biggest, thickest baby. He's just too good. Ah, really? Come on, Colossus. Accept your fate. You cannot defeat us. We are Nimrod. Nimrod the Lesser. It's over for the mutants. Total eradication. Eradication. All right, we're back against the Mystique team, and I want to see if he can survive if I play manually rather than playing on auto and letting the auto just ignore his third skill, ignore his healing, and ignore all the things that make him good. No. No. No, please. Don't kill the biggest baby. Die, witch. No. No. Die, witch. No, please. Oh, man. Yeah, it's hard, eh? So Mystique really counters Nimrod. That's mad annoying. Wow, yeah. Damn. I thought if you played manually you can get around it, but no, Mystique just puts way too much power. She basically completely neutralizes Colossus. So I think if you're playing as Nimrod and you don't have Colossus, you can probably expect to do a lot worse against Jean. Another big baby. The biggest, oh, let's see baby versus baby. That's baby on baby. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that Mystique, you know, makes that big of a difference, but I'm not surprised. 45% increased damage against supervillains is basically Coulson. Plus, she has that against heroes as well, making her very, very strong and making PvP a lot more of a one-shot fiesta, which unfortunately is what it has been for a long, long time in Marvel Future Fight. Speaking of one-shot fiesta, yeah, I like it. All right, so she's coming back. All right, we're going to absorb that. Yeah. Accept it, accept it, accept it. Yeah, accept it. There's the 3. Pop the 5. Yep. And yeah. What? No! Oh, so annoying. That ignore defense is just not. It's just not quite enough. Okay, do your 3. Do your 3, honey. Oh, honey, where's the 3? Do the 3, you clown. Come on, clown. Do the 3. There it is. Now die. There it is. There it is. Oh. You think you can defeat us? We are Nimrod. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, he had 100,000 HP. Bro, I'm up at 190,000 HP. Get on my level, bro. 200,000 HP. Come on. So big, so thick. You gotta love it. You gotta love the Nimrod, the big baby Nimrod, big baby Davis, Glenn Davis from the old Celtic days. Let me know what you guys think of Big Nimrod. Is he the chosen one? Has he come to annihilate and exterminate all Jean Greys? Mystique on the team pending. Thanks so much for watching. Imagine if he got a tier 3, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.